paper, see them lames later. Can't save her, her stepped out, now she saying what she really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means
this is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First and 10. Clowney on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Browning. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Geno. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to put that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Bryant with a catch right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Geno now to throw. Stepping up, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Geno Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
To throw on third down. Browning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On first down, Browning. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw is Martin on first down. Look at, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a former Seminole. This is Chris Thompson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, The rookie defender won the battle.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit, Detroit. Hot.
Throwing on first down. Martin. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Leopard, Leopard.
Martin now on 1st and 10. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they...
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Back to throw. Martin. Bryant has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
Come on, let's go!
McKinnon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Skirts by at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go! What? 90!
Now Darkwa. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yep. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Martavis Bryant and the offense getting set to go again here. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Here's Martin throwing to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They run it with McCammon, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Off the bootleg. Browning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Martin looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd and short.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Martin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now Martin to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
To throw is Martin. Throwing on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Martin now. Back to the air on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Martin. And he fires one incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than erase.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Right at 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Martin on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Martin on 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
All right, here we go.
To throw on second down, Martin. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back to throw. Martin. And Adams has it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Browning. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And give him a gain of 37.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. How did he stay on his feet? And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's McKinnon, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Browning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Let's go! Grand 38!
They get it to him running left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now look at 56. Look.
Now Martin operating from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To throw is Martin. Throwing on 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Martin now throwing on 1st down. Steps away to his left. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Here's Martin looking to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Let's go. One.
From the gun, Browning. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throw left side complete. It's Bush. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Browning. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by a Kello Witherspoon. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
3-19.
Martin on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw. Martin going deep here for Bryant. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Browning, the hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Grand 38.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's got his man Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Off-play action. Browner going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. We turn our attention here to Martavis Bryant. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove.
Now let's go!
May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporated here on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Martin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Martin to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Martin. From the gun, he'll throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Martin now. Off play action. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Martin. Off the play fake. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Martin on 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Darkwa. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go! Try 38!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, what a move. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Back to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trent Murphy in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Throwing after the interception, Martin. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.